Hi, I'm Jamie Dana from Elevate Counseling, a counseling private practice in Glendale, Arizona. And I'm an expert in anxiety disorders. My team and I help people shift their thinking and find more enjoyment in life. And today I am going to finish up my series on sleep. 1 out of 3 Americans report that they are not getting enough sleep. And so if you are an exhausted American, then this post is for you. Last week we talked about how food and exercise impact our sleep, and we've also talked about creating a good sleep routine, and we've also talked about how media use can impact our sleep patterns and our sleep cycles. Today we are going to talk about rumination, so getting stuck on thoughts and not being able to turn our brain off when we are trying to go to sleep at night. Racing thoughts, not being able to stop what you're thinking about the minute your head hits the pillow can be a big problem for a lot of people that we see in our practice. And so a couple of suggestions that I make to clients that I'm working with, the first one would be keeping a notebook by your bedside. So if you're thinking of to-do lists, things that you need to take care of the next morning, you can write those things down. If you're feeling like you're afraid you're going to forget something. And then you can set it aside and go back to sleep. You can also use that notebook to write down any persistent worries or thoughts that you might have. So that way you can start looking for noticeable patterns to determine whether or not these are thoughts or concerns that you might need more support in being able to manage, or changes that you might need to be making in your life so that these persistent worries can go away. Once you move some of those thoughts to the side, another thing that can be helpful is doing some deep breathing or progressive muscle relaxation exercises. The use of visual imagery can be really helpful with working with people as they're trying to fall asleep. So you can download an app. One app might be good for this would be Calm, which is one that helps you be able to start using some of the breathing techniques and supports your ability to be able to implement some visual imagery and progressive muscle relaxation exercises. It'll actually walk you through some of those things, and you can chart your progress on those. I also like to listen to podcasts as I fall asleep. So I normally pick a podcast that has a soothing voice that is mildly interesting to me, but not something that's going to keep me up as I'm listening to it. And I normally choose something that is educational and positive. So that way, as I'm falling asleep, I'm not hearing my own thoughts in my head. I'm able to kind of tune my thoughts into what's being played on the podcast rather than getting stuck in one of those repetitive thought cycles that I think all of us might be a little bit prone to. So I also set a timer on my podcast so that it will go off after about 10 minutes, which is when I would fall asleep. And that way I'm not worried that I'm going to miss out on something if I find a certain topic really interesting. If you need more support in any of these ideas, or you're looking for other ways to manage your emotional state, you can follow my Facebook page at Elevate Counseling. You can also sign up for our newsletter that provides lots of tips such as these, and you can do that at elevatecounselingaz.com, and you'll periodically see me on here as well. So until next time, keep doing, keep being, and keep growing. Thanks.